Getting another live look out there, this time over False River, courtesy of Our Lady of the Lake Sky 9, and we're starting to see that fog lift slowly but surely. The visibility starting to recover. Still locked in with mainly cloudy conditions, but that won't be the case for the majority of the day. As a matter of fact, in the afternoon, we should get quite a bit in the way of sunshine. 68 degrees, relative humidity still very, very close to 100%. By the way, over the past few days and over the next couple of days, we're actually not that far away from record territory. Yesterday's high of 81 degrees, not far off. Today's record of 84 set all the way back in 1946. Now, we're not going to touch that record, but we're definitely going to give it a run for its money as the unseasonably warm and humid weather pattern continue. Today, tomorrow, mainly dry. We're talking about a 10, maybe 20% chance into tomorrow. You won't even need the rain gear at this point. And I already mentioned the near record warmth, but the big day of transition when the huge cold front gets here late Friday and early Saturday morning, and that's going to give us that chance for a couple of storms. Some of them could definitely be strong. The dense fog advisory does continue area-wide until 10 o'clock in the morning, and we're probably going to need one more just like it for tomorrow morning. As for the visibility, BTR is looking pretty good. We're never really too fogged in the BTR area, but Lafayette down to New Iberia still showing areas of dense fog, still showing only a quarter of a mile. Hammond out to the east looking a lot better. They are now at a perfect 10. Meanwhile, there's not too much to see on radar and satellite, and if we get anything, it'll just be a sprinkle. I would say right around the lunch hour, really nothing more, nothing less, and low pressure developing to the west, the next cold front developing out to the west, and that's going to take a few more days to get here. So in the meantime, temperatures are obviously going to be warm. The graph wants to take us up to about 79. I do think we will get to 80, maybe even a little bit warmer than that, and you can see some of the cloud cover breaks apart. You see a couple of flickers of green. That's the 10% chance, and really not much more tomorrow. I would say maybe 20%. So the rain chances don't go up until Friday. They will go up significantly so on that day, and you can see not only is it the afternoon, but even Friday morning we might get a couple of rounds of showers and storms. However, it's when the cold front gets really close to our area, and that's going to be late Friday into early Saturday morning, the pre-dawn hours on Saturday morning, where we could see a couple of those thunderstorms getting strong. Then the front sweeps out of here. The rest of the weekend's fine, but we hang on to that cloud cover, and then we get cool, we get breezy. One of the ways that we know that we have that potential for strong to severe thunderstorms, we see the dew points really spike up, and on Friday a dew point of 73. That's definitely part of the telltale sign. Of course, that's not the whole equation, but it definitely factors into the reason why the SPC still has us elevated at a level 2. That is a slight risk category. And again, the window of this looks like it's going to be late Friday evening, Friday overnight, ending by daybreak Saturday morning. Right now, I don't think flooding is something we really need to concern ourselves with. I would say damaging winds and a couple of isolated tornadoes, those will certainly be in the realm of possibility. It will be a decent rainmaker, don't get me wrong. We're expecting about an inch to an inch and a half, but mainly these will be manageable amounts. So that's at least some good news there. For today, again, you won't need the rain gear with that 10% chance. High temperature still warm, getting into the low 80s. Then for tonight, we're going to try to cool down to the low 60s if we can even go that far, and we'll probably see another amount of fog developing late after midnight tonight. Then in the 7-day forecast, you see the red highlight, and that denotes the first alert that we have for Friday, more to the point late Friday for the possibility of severe weather. Look at the drop-off in temperatures. The second half of that 7-day forecast will be going back to lows in the 30s next week.
Good early warning, Jared. Thank you.